What's up, Savages? Thanks for tuning in. I know this is like not my normal time or anything, but I figured I would, because we've been covering Ryo this whole week, and last night I covered the wallet. I went over the Ryo Wallet ATOM, and I forgot. I didn't really forget. I just kind of got to the point where uh, it was already installed and everything, and I was just going through all the features, but I didn't even cover how to install it and some configuration and stuff like that. So that is what we're going to look at real quick. Hopefully this is not a long stream. I am completely winging it. I don't have any agenda or anything like that. I'm just going to do it like I would real time. All right, so in order to get started, we will just go to their website. I would make sure that you always get a wallet from the official locations. Don't click on links that are sent to you like in Discord or in email and saying, hey, this is a cool new Ryo wallet. Don't do that because you're just asking for trouble. Always get it from the official source. And I would trust the website, obviously, make sure that it's secure and all that stuff. Make sure it's the actual website, the correct one. You know, you can verify that through various sources. You can, look it up on Bitcoin Talk. You can look it up on Mining Pool Stats, whatever. Just make sure that you're on the right location. And in order to get started now, I already have a wallet. It's already installed. But I think what I want to do actually is I'm going to pretend like I had some type of catastrophe, and lost all my wallets, or lost the install folder basically. So I am going to back it up, of course. I'm not just going to jump right into starting to delete stuff. So I'm going to go into where I have my wallets. Whoops, that's not it. I'm just going to copy all these guys and throw them under. Whoops. See, I told you all this was going to be just winging it. I'm going to throw them under here. Just a little backup folder here. Now, normally if you're actually backing your files up, don't put them on the same drive as the actual source files, right? You kind of, if you have all of your backups on the same drive that is storing your original data, then you really don't have a true backup, right? Because if that drive goes bad, you lose the original files and you lose the backups. So don't do that. Good practice. Keep it on a completely separate drive. All right. Now this is the database right here. This is the blockchain downloaded 15.2 gig. I'm not going to mess with that because I don't want to have to wait on another synchronization. I think it took more than a day for me to synchronize, so I'm going to leave that. I think I'm going to leave some of this stuff in here. Actually, I think I can delete, or not delete, but I'm going to grab all this right here. I'm just going to pretend like we don't have a Ryo wallet installed at all, right? So I'm just going to I'm going to back up these files, copying them, pasting them to a different location. So now the wallet folders look like this. I'm going to leave this one alone because that's the actual blockchain data. And if I point to that, I should be able to point to this and synchronize very quickly because it's already synced. So I think that should be good there. Let's see, wallets. I got a backup of all this. So I'm going to actually delete all these. And we'll just delete the shortcut just for the heck of it. All right, so this is a pretty cleaned up location. Another location that the Ryo wallet uses is program data Ryo GUI, and I think that's the only folder in it. Yeah. And there's a config.json file here where it'll read information from here. And basically this is sort of the way to look at this is it's a configuration for your wallet, and whenever you launch your wallet, it actually pulls information from here. Hey, what's up, boss? And so what I'm going to do, I'm not going to delete it, I'm just going to rename it. We'll just rename it something like old, something like that. And probably what we're going to see is, this was actually a question I had because I don't know for sure. I believe that if I run the portable wallet, that it probably won't even mess with this at all. But we'll see. I'm going to leave that open just in case we have to get back in there. That we don't need. Okay. So you go to their main web page here, the ryo-currency.com, and then I think you can just click on wallet up here. Now I'm referring to the Ryo desktop GUI wallet, the one that they merged with the Lite wallet and all that, and made a really cool wallet. So I'm going to choose the zip version because I want to see if this thing actually puts that config.json file in that location. So I'm going to download the zip version. I already have it, I believe. Yep. So I already have the zip version. So I'm going to go to the downloads folder, and I also have the installer version here, the exe. Now this one will definitely ask you, if you run it, it will definitely ask you like where you want to install everything, how you want to set it up. This one is just the zip file, so you can actually just extract the files and run them basically from anywhere on your computer. So all I'm doing now is, I'll bring this over here. Just a second here. Let's see. Make that start over here. All right, so it starts like this, and I'm going to go out here and point to my wallets folder. This is the location. Now this is asking where you want to put your wallet, the actual program, not your wallet files. So I'm just gonna choose the Ryo folder, right? Wallets Ryo. I'm not going to go into wallets because those are my actual wallet files, and which, you know, right now there's none in there. So we're going to go select folder, and that's where I want to install or extract the files to. So I'm going to click extract there. And then you can see right here, this is where it extracted the files to. Gave it a nice folder name with the version number and all that stuff. So if you go into here, the executable is Ryo Wallet ATOM.exe. I'm just going to create a shortcut to it real quick. Put the shortcut out here on the front so it's easy to get to. Like that, and then I'm going to run it. Just double click on it, and then it can tell that, you know, this is the first time it ran, so you have to click on more info and then run anyway if you're doing this on Windows. Alright, cool. So yeah, this is the way it'll start if you've never installed it, right? So it's actually going to, it looks like it's going to walk through a little configure thing here. This is super cool. I didn't know that it did this, because the way that I installed the previous version, or I had the previous version already installed and then I installed the latest version, so it didn't ask me all this because those files already existed and those settings already existed. So it's kind of cool that I'm actually seeing that this time. So I'm going to choose dark theme and then next. Alright, awesome. And it's asking me where my data is, the data storage path. Remember, I told you that I already have the blockchain data synced and downloaded and all that, so it's 15 gigs. So I'm going to, if you choose this right here, then it's going to download it again if it doesn't already exist here, right? So I'm just going to select location. I'm going to go out to where my blockchain data is. I want to say that I don't think I need to go in that folder. I might be able to do it like this. I think it knows that folder name, so I'm going to choose select folder just like that. And it looks like, I remember this from before, that is what my folder used to look like on the previous install. We could have checked that before we actually, you know, uninstalled everything. And then you can also see up here that it's got the default as local plus remote daemon. Now the most secure is this one, where it's using all local stuff, local data, and not going out and touching another computer or another daemon to actually do transactions and things like that. I'm going to leave it as the default for now, just to get up and running. But I encourage you to, once you're fully synced and everything, to come in here and set it to local daemon only to be the most secure, so you don't have to rely on outside sources in order to participate on the network. So I'm going to choose next here. All right, great. It's telling me what I did, so I'm going to choose next. Now you get the pop-up for Windows Defender, allow access. All right, so now we don't have any wallets listed in here, right? Now what I want to do is go over here. I think that this will work. Hopefully I'm doing this right. So what I want to do is go to our wallet file. Remember, I had a backup right here. So I'm going to grab the, let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to grab all my different, actually I'm only going to grab the ones I want. I don't really want, so there's 3 files. There's the keys, the address book, and then the actual wallet file itself. So I'm going to grab 3 files for each one that I really want to import. That donations one I used last night, and I exposed the private key, so I don't want to even use that one ever again. And I did move the crypto out of it, so I mean there might be a little bit in there, but and don't worry, I did the private key on purpose. It was during the demo, so it's not like I just messed up or anything. All right, so I'm going to put those in the wallets folder. That's where I like to store my wallets. Then I am going to go back to the wallet over here, and I should be able to import wallet from file, I think. Fingers crossed, I believe that this is going to work. So click that, click import wallet from file, and we'll do mining wallet first. It's asking for that's just the name, and then the wallet file. So let's select wallet file. Go to where it's at. It's in the Ryo folder, wallets, and then mining. I think I have to choose not the keys, but the actual wallet file here, which is mining. All right, got that. And then if it is encrypted, and mine is, then you'll want to put in a password here. I know it masks it, but I just want to get it off the screen, so maybe you can't tell what the password is, the length and stuff like that. All right. So all I'm doing is I'm clicking, I entered in the password, and let me see if I can do this somehow. It's a pretty long password. I don't think you guys are gonna see here. There's not a way for me to get it over there. But basically, the only button you have is an import wallet, right? I'll show you on the next one because I'll do the YouTube wallet, and we'll go from there. All right. So all I did was I clicked import wallet. I did click it. Nothing's happening. Import wallet. Now I wonder, it says ready down here. Let's see here. It's 100% everywhere. It's all synced up and everything. All right, I wonder if I always forget which one. If it's the mining.keys, I don't think it's not that file. So I think it's the regular one. I'm just switching back and forth between the two here. so it did not work. All right, let's try a different file. Let's go with YouTube demo. This one doesn't have a password. Import. I don't know if maybe there's a big delay here before it actually gets it to show up, but I'm clicking import and it looks like the button is pressed in. So it's like it's maybe doing something in the background. I'm going to exit the wallet. I want to relaunch it again here. All right. Okay, you know what happened. All right, that's weird. All right, so we didn't even import the donation address. So basically all I did, and it looks like in order to make this work, as long as you have the, that's probably what it is. This is, I wonder how you get the file that this requires. Because I think that the way we did it, the way that I did it, I just copied the raw files, the wallet files. I mean, everything, right? So there must be an export maybe somewhere in the wallet, but I didn't see it. I didn't see that anywhere, so I don't know. But it looks like as long as you have these files backed up, these 3 files that are associated with each one of your wallets, if you have those files raw and you just put them back in the location that your wallets are located, which I guess in the wallet, let's see here. Let's go to settings. Yeah, there's no folder on here for like wallets specifically. But maybe, I think maybe, what might be happening here is whenever you click on import, it might, and then you select the file, it kind of like remembers this location. Maybe it remembers this wallet's location and then just tries to pick up everything that's in there and display it to you. So it's like the wallet is pretty smart. It knows, hey, he's pointing to this location and there's these other wallets in here as well. So let's go ahead and show those to him also, right? So, because we didn't do anything with importing this donation address at all. But it still showed up. So let me see if get into here. Just make sure the wallet's actually open, and it does, so that's great. All right, awesome. So now let's go and check to see if it created that JSON file. Was it config.json? And it did, see? So just running the wallet creates this config.json file. And if you do go into this file, if you click on right-click and edit with Notepad, it'll look like garbage. It'll look like this. So don't do that. I mean, you can do it, and you can still edit it and everything, but get Notepad++, and that's a pretty good little utility for looking at JSON files. So this is what it looks like. So it's a little bit cleaner, but you can see right here, it's got some settings, the settings that you actually went through. Remember, whenever we first installed the wallet, it was walking us through that setup, and that's what this information is. It's like the answers to those questions. So that's pretty cool. You can actually, so if you needed to, for whatever reason, you needed to change the data directory, like where your blockchain is stored, for example, then you could simply come in here and change it here, right? So like, let's say you changed it to an F drive, same location, you could just save this, and then whenever you launch the wallet, the Atom wallet, it's going to try to see the file or the data directory where your blockchain data folder is in the F drive instead of E, right? So I mean, you could change this to whatever you wanted. Just make sure you follow that same naming convention with the double backslashes and stuff. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to exit out of there and not save it or anything. So we can get rid of this one, just to clean that up a little bit. All right. I think that's it. That's kind of what I wanted to show you. Oh, this was, okay, so again, this was the unzip one, right? This is the one that you just zip to a location. The cool thing now, because of all these settings, all these, that config.json, and I think there might actually be a registry entry also, but because of that, you could extract the Ryo wallet anywhere on your computer, the portable one, not the installer, and well, I mean, the installer might work too, but you could put those files anywhere and run the Atom Wallet exe, and it'll pick up the settings for, you know, where your wallet files are stored and stuff. So because it reads that config.json file, which is under program data, Ryo, and then GUI. So if you need to like do a fresh install, then you might want to, like, if something's really messed up, then you might want to remember what we did at the very beginning where I renamed this file, and then that way whenever you relaunch the new wallet, it's going to walk you through that setup, like, hey, where's your files, where do you want to store stuff, you know, all that. If you don't do that, it's going to read the file, it's going to read that information from this JSON file. So just keep that in mind with your wallet situation, and I think that's it. I'm going to get out of here. I'll be live again in just a little bit, probably about an hour. We'll go over, I'm probably going to do solo mining, I believe is what we're going to cover, and I might be winging that just like I wing this. I do have a few notes, but I haven't set it up yet or anything, so it should be fun watching me flail about, you know, trying to figure stuff out. So I'll be back in a few minutes. I will see you guys in a bit. Stay savage.